Hey YouTube, it's JTFL. Been a little while for an upload, but just wanted to give you guys kind of an update on the Gladiator here. We are sitting at almost 8,400 miles, and Jeep's doing pretty darn good. I got the lights. Those were fun to install. There weren't really any instructions, so I kind of had to go off of the internet and videos and a little bit of questions in forums on Facebook and whatnot, but I got it all fixed up. The only thing that I haven't figured out yet is the turn signals and how I can have those activate with the turn signals without doing anything crazy. I'm not really, I don't really mind if they don't work as turn signals as well, but I just think they look freaking awesome. I think what I'm going to do next though is I'm going to do the pre-runner lights across the front. I'm going to do LED side markers and fog lights. That's coming up at some point soon. And then another thing that I did was I am very what do you call it, CB enthusiast, I would say. So I as quick as I could, I went and got myself a CB for the truck and mounted it. This bracket right here, this came from Amazon. It was like a $20 or $24 bracket. I just put a little bit of this foam padding on the back so it wouldn't scratch up this. But I ran the cord through here. You had to peel this back and take off this panel, and then you run it through. You have to get a CB where the coax where the head screws off, where it you know, the threaded part, to be able to feed it through. Otherwise it just wasn't going to work. Given that this is the manual, I wasn't able to go through the firewall as easy as I thought I was going to. Everybody else was saying on the internet that you're supposed to go through this side. I, for the life of me, could not find where to go, so I just kind of had to look on YouTube and kind of figure it out for myself. But I ran the coax and then ran it down through there, underneath the floor protector here, and then I just went underneath the truck, under the seats that is, and ran it towards the other side, wrapped it around, came around, and I chose to go with the President Thomas FCC. It's a pretty sweet radio, gets out really nice and clear. I like it. And then I'm just running the stock microphone. In my semi, I have a President radio as well. I think it's the President Walker 2 FCC. Good radio as well. I recommend both of these ones. And I'm also running the stock mic in my semi. Those stock mics for President, they actually seem to do pretty well. But before that, I was running a what was it? I was running a Ranger 198, I believe. It's a good mic. Never really had any problems with it. Somebody said that they couldn't hear me, but the problem was on their end. Everybody else in the yard was able to hear me just fine. So, if you're thinking about getting a Jeep and you want to get this this tan, you know, fabric seats, I would highly recommend get seat covers as quick as you can, because there's a stain from a dog. I don't even know what the fuck that was. And hair everywhere. Even with all the doors off, it doesn't get all the hair out of the truck. So I've had fun with this truck though. Really like it. Everything's holding up the things that I did to it, which was the step here, the mirrors, foot pegs, it's all nice. I thoroughly enjoy this vehicle. I've got one big thing coming up here in the next couple weeks that's gonna make this truck look extremely awesome. It's kind of a must that every stock Jeep owner dreams about. So I'll give you guys another update here in a little bit, but until then, stay tuned. Sorry for not giving you guys a update on what we got on the Wrangler so far, or the Gladiator, but lights, I get so many compliments on them. They look so awesome. And they're really easy to adjust. You just lift up the hood. It's right behind the main headlight housing, and it's just a little hand twisty thing. You can adjust the beams whether they go up or down. I have mine set down a little bit, and then when you turn on the high beams, it's perfect height for what you need to see when it's dark outside. So yeah, actually, let's pop the hood real quick and I'll show you guys what I did. Ran this yellow wire that it came with in the packaging for the headlights. Went into the fuse box. Don't quote me on this, look it up before you do it, but I believe it was a fuse F46. Again, check your manual. I'm not responsible for you messing your stuff up, but I might do a more in-depth dedicated video just for what I did. And then you have to go and get a little it's not a splicer, but it plugs into the fuse, and then your wires plug into that fuse, and then it has a secondary spot to put an extra fuse. I'll show you guys. Nice hot engine bay. So it's just one of those guys right there. Yep. And then what I did is I just kind of cut out a little bit right there, so that way the wire wouldn't pinch when you go to put the fuse box cover back on. Man, that sucks. Technical difficulties. There we go. Alright, so yeah, other than that, engine's great. Stock, it's just fine. I would say that if I was to choose again, I would probably go automatic, but we'll see in the next few weeks if I change my mind on that or not. Overall though, it's not as fast as my old Challenger 392, but this is a completely different vehicle, different animal, and I like it for what it is. I really enjoy it. It's fun to drive to work, fun to drive home from work, having the doors off and driving it everywhere. It's a certain kind of experience that one can only get when you're I would say the closest thing that I would relate to it is riding a motorcycle without the safety hazards of riding a motorcycle. So anyway, GTFL here, just giving a quick update. Talk to you guys later and check you in the next one.